Hello, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I got yet another spooky movie review for you guys, and today I went with a movie that is so stupid and so dumb and so bad I had such a good time watching it. The movie specifically, the name is Abraham Lincoln versus Zombies. So I want to give some context of why I picked this movie for today specifically. I picked it because I saw a couple of days ago when I wanted to watch something wrestling related. I was scrolling on Peacock and I saw Abraham Lincoln versus Zombies. And I was thinking, there's no way in hell this movie is remotely okay. This movie is absolute garbage. 100%. That's what I thought already. I could tell just by the sound of it that movie was going to be a movie so garbage that's actually kind of fire. And it seems like I possibly was correct about that. Let's talk specifically about this movie. I picked this because of the overall thought of it would be really funny to see Abraham Lincoln kill some zombies. So obviously, I'm going to watch the movie about Abraham Lincoln killing some zombies. But anyway, IMDb rated this a 3.5. I will say that this movie is a solid 6 out of 10 for me, which might seem a bit high for a movie that isn't good and has so many flaws. But I had such a great time watching this, and I enjoyed it so much that I do have to give it a 6. This is probably going to be one of the best bad movies that I see over this month period of doing these reviews. And I'm okay with that. I think I will actually, once again, go back and rewatch this. A lot of these movies I'm going to go back and rewatch. And I'm excited to show people this movie. Because so far, when I talked about reviewing this movie specifically for my YouTube channel, I only heard one person tell me that they have seen this movie, and they said they loved it, and I understand why. It's one of those movies where you want a dumb plot, and you know it's going to be a dumb plot, so you put it on anyway, and you will have enjoyment from that. And I got to say, I'm surprised we've not seen more sequels for this series. I would love to see Teddy Roosevelt, or, I don't know, John F. Kennedy, I don't know, a bunch of different politicians doing movies where they're versing zombies, because it's kind of funny. The CGI was so bad in this movie that it looked like it was straight out of a middle school. Like a middle schooler did the CGI for that movie, and that's what they came up with. I will say, though, I do like the fact that the footage, almost in a way, is kind of grainy looking, because it kind of fits with it being such a long time period before now, or before 2012 specifically, when this movie was made. I can tell overall this movie probably didn't have a whole lot of budget. It probably had a decent sized budget because of how everything doesn't look like absolute garbage. But I still think, in my head throughout this movie, I was wondering, if this movie had a higher budget, how much better would this movie be? And I think it would honestly be a really good, enjoyable movie if it had more budget. But maybe it wouldn't, because that's part of the fun, is because it's a bad movie that you're actually finding enjoyment from it. And it's weird to have a movie that is bad and takes itself seriously and somewhat delivers on making you feel like you should low-key take this ridiculous movie seriously. And was pretty special for this movie specifically. There were moments that were so bad and so funny that I was legitimately laughing out loud about how bad some of the scenes were. I know I'm being a little vague once again with these reviews. I'm being vague about it because I don't want to go into too much details and spoil the movie for people who want to check it out. And this is once again a movie where I'm like, screw it, check it out. Who doesn't love a fun, bad horror movie? I love bad movies that are so bad you can have enjoyment from them. And I love horror movies, so when they connect, it's even better in my mind. I also think that they were low-key painting John Wilkes Booth as a good guy by the end of the movie because he killed Abraham Lincoln when Abraham Lincoln was turning into a zombie, which didn't make any sense because he actually never got bit by a zombie, but apparently he was gripped too hard. I guess that's the best way to describe it, because how he got infected is a zombie had a hold of his arm and then dug her nails in, and apparently he became affected by that, which doesn't make any sense because I thought it could only spread via mouth. But I guess I was wrong. But genuinely, it's not a bad zombie movie either. It does unfortunately have a lot of movie tropes that I do not like within zombie movies, which is when there's so many zombies that are so slow, yet they end up winning at times. There are moments in it where they apparently react to sound, but then you can see them not reacting to some sound, but also apparently they only react to sound because they were able to walk right by them without saying anything, which doesn't make any sense because zombies still have eyes and can see. So why was it that they only did sound? I don't know. That was something that I didn't understand in the movie. And as I'm thinking about it more, it still doesn't make any sense. And it also has the weirdest bit of characters in it. Apparently, Teddy Roosevelt was a part of it as well, but as a kid, which I don't fully understand. Because he was like, yeah, we were actually just like sitting here and there's this guy outside, and guess what? It was Teddy Roosevelt. That's pretty much what it was. Anyway, I was not expecting to leave this movie and have anything positive at all to say about it going into it because of me under the assumption that it was absolute garbage movie. But no, I think I won't really put this in rotation, but every now and again I'll watch this movie for sure. Would definitely recommend, if you want to see a bad horror movie, you should definitely check out Abraham Lincoln vs. Zombies. But that's pretty much it for today's review of this movie. Once again, final thoughts on it. It was a solid movie that was supposed to be a lot worse, but surprisingly wasn't. And there were actually moments where I had a good amount of enjoyment from that movie. But overall, not the best, not the worst. Still a solid movie. That is, though, officially, after those words, the end of this review. If there are any horror movies you would like to see me review, let me know down in the comments below. Don't forget to hit a like, hit the subscribe button, and you guys have a great rest of your day.